She said, hey, it's your birthday. We should buy some tools. It's just the best. Everybody, welcome back to the shop. I'm James, and I was at the big box store with my lovely wife last night, and we were looking for a replacement filter for our whole house water filtration system. And she said, hey, it's your birthday. We should buy some tools. It's just the best. To which I replied, I agree, but not here. Let's go to our local vintage antique / stuff mart and try to find some old stuff, because I like old stuff, and I would much rather purchase made in America stuff when I can, especially if it's old stuff, because that stuff holds up for a long time. Anyways, let's take a look at what we found. All right, I'm a sucker for stuff made where I'm at, and I happen to be living in Dayton, Ohio. Hopefully, this will be the last move I ever do. So what did we find? We found a standard, let's see, American Gauge Company model. It looks like C81. I will post detailed pictures at the end of this video, so if you're like a tool hound and you want to look at stuff like that, all that stuff will be at the end of the video. Anyway, it's a 1/1000th dial indicator, made right here in Dayton, Ohio. It got the nice little plastic cover on it. If I could keep putting it back in the frame, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Seems to work. Seems to work well. It's pretty smooth. And then there's the back of it. It's got that funky little mount there. So yeah, used for sure. That's all right. We'll take it. Next, I found this Brownie clamp. This is a, it says Brownie on the front, and then on the back it says 22, and it has some kind of, I don't know if that's a maker's mark or what. Anyways, it's, let's see, it's 3 inches here, but it's got a nice big long throat in it. It's 5 1/4 inches. I'm a sucker for, boy, I almost said that. I'm a sucker for clamps that have an extended depth of use. I just do. The downside of this one at the moment, it's locked up. That, the screw looks a skosh bent, but I don't think that's something, you know, it's a deal breaker. I think we can fix that. Next, we have an Armstrong number 104. It measures 4.5 inches. It's got a 2.5 inch throat. This one has got a couple things going on with it. Number one, we've got a weld where it was either cracking and they decided to fix it. How odd to actually fix a tool instead of just buying a new one. And then it also has what I call a shimmy. When you get it going fast enough, it sets up this kind of, there you go. And if you slow it down, then it's okay. So I don't know what that is. Does it affect the performance of it? I don't think so. Anyways, yeah, there we go. Armstrong number 104, drop forged, Chicago, the USA. Then we have your 6-inch standard clamp. It says F4 on the front. This is a number 540. And on the back, it says Hargrave with the H in the circle, made in USA. And then also up here, it has an M in the circle. Again, maker mark, shift mark, series mark, I don't know. But this one, it's got the twisty in it. She's not exactly on, there we go. That's a pretty good, you can see how it skews out on this end. Is it going to affect the performance for the stuff that I use it for? Probably not. It's a lot of force to bend something like that, isn't it? Then we have another clamp. It says Hargrave on the back, made in USA. That's probably the H in the circle as well. This one says Cincinnati Tool Company 6-inch body clamp number 400. And this one's got, I don't know, that just looks a little off there. Let's see, what is this one measuring at? This one, 6 inches, 3 3/4 deep throat. And then up here, it says Crib 5. So whoever is managing Crib 5 is probably pretty torqued off about now. This is, as far as I can tell, the only foreign tool in the lot. This is a 8-inch. It says Taiwan on the front. On the back, it says Hempy or Hemp. Not sure which one. This one's got some kind of a black textured coating on it, unlike all of the other ones. And then the fun one is this. This is a Stearns 10-inch. It's got a 3 3/4 inch throat on it. A lovely shade of not quite pink, maybe a burnt coral, maybe. I don't know. Somebody probably didn't want this to walk off of their bench. So, yeah. So, anyways, you know, happy birthday, me. I'm blessed beyond measure to have a very understanding wife who says things like, "Hey, it's your birthday. Let's go buy some tools." And I'm also doubly blessed that I've got some areas around here where where there's some dealers that I kind of keep touch with, and they know what I look for, and they do pretty well. So, and I could throw this one in too. I picked this one up not too long ago. That's a Cincinnati Tool Company deep-throated clamp. It says it's a number 573, 4.5. So it's 4.5 inches here, 4.5 inches here as well. It also has the circle H. So I don't know if that means Hargrave or not. I don't know. I don't know the history of these companies, and it's something I'll probably have to get into. And it looks like this was also stamped EC at one point, and then it looks like, I don't know if that almost looks like a BC or an EC. So could this have been, a dad's tool working at a shop somewhere and then handed down to his son, where he stamped everything? I know when I graduated high school, my dad gave me a Craftsman socket set, and he sat down and engraved every single one of those with my initials, instead of doing something like this. So anyways, that's the fun and excitement here at RATTLECAN Fab Shop today. And I'm going to have to look up that rust converter that Adam Booth was talking about. He built a big tank for it over at A-Bomb 79. I need to look up and see what that is, because I got a couple of these that look like they could use some de-rusticating on that. And then stay tuned, because we ordered a jar of pickling paste for a project we're working on. Give you the sneak peek here. We're going to do a couple of different tests. I want to get this out of there. Can I do that and still keep the color in the bead? I don't know. We're going to experiment. We're going to find out. Because my understanding is that if I take it somewhere and have it chemically passivated, they're going to charge me a big wheelbarrow full of monies. And, you know, if I've got a big wheelbarrow full of monies, I'm going to the antique mall and buying old tools. Anyways, I'm James. You guys have a great day. Cheers. I hope you found this episode educational or entertaining, or maybe even both. You might want to check this one out as well. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell to be notified when new videos drop, and if you got comments, make sure you put them down beneath the sermon notes. Thanks for hanging out with us here at the RATTLECAN Fab Shop. Y'all have a good one. Cheers.